All right, hey guys, this is Jason Gerald, and I'm going to show you how you can add a subdomain to your existing website, load WordPress on it so that you can test plugins and test other things that you want to make sure works without affecting your main site. So let me show you how you do that right now. Alright guys, this is Jason Gerald here again, and I'm going to show you how you can install a subdomain on your website and load WordPress. That's all we're going to do today. It's very simple to do. It's a couple of steps. Now you have to have an account already with skyviewhost.com, and once you have an account, you'll be able to log into your account, create a subdomain, and load WordPress on. Okay. So before I get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so you can get these really cool how-to videos on how to build your websites and build multiple streams of income. All right, so let's go ahead and get logged into your account. So you're going to want to go to skyviewhost.com and then go to the right. It says account and log in. Okay, when you log in, enter your login information. Okay, and password. Okay, and once you log in, you're going to see a screen that looks exactly like this. You want to go to services. Okay, and now you're going to see your domain right there. Go to the active. It's got to be an active domain. That means you got to pay your bill. And then once you're in here, you're going to back to on the left hand side, you're going to see cPanel, log into cPanel, webmail, all of that, and then there's some quick links to cPanel too. But we're going to want to go to the full cPanel site. So you're going to click on that. Okay. Now don't let this overwhelm you. There's a lot of information in here. It's very simple. It's all broken up between files, database, domains, into sections and groups to help you. There's also a quick way to find things. So if you're looking for like a subdomain, when you type in sub, it's going to bring in anything that has subdomain into it. So like right here is what we want to do to create a subdomain. You can also scroll down and just click on the actual link. So now we're in the subdomains right here, and I'm going to create a domain called test. Okay, now it could be caps or whatever you want. I'm going to leave it lowercase. This can be anything you want. It can be test, it could be your first name, your last name, your business name, whatever you want, like business name 2 in here. And then you're going to want to select the domain. So if you had more than one domain on your account, which is do not, you're going to want to select your domain. Okay, and then right here is create. It's going to create this subdomain just like that. So when I hit create, it's going to say success. Now this is the actual domain it created, and I want to go back to cPanel, and it brings me back here, and it will, now you'll see down here there's the subdomains, your root, and all that information. Pretty much you're done. So now if I copy this and bring this to another window and hit enter and try to look at it, it's going to say sorry, this is not a valid domain, because we do not have WordPress loaded on yet, and that's what our next step is. Very simple to do. Is now if you go here and you see these little boxes on the top left corner, you'll be able to go to the root of cPanel, which you have all the information in here. Now if you go up to here and type in WordPress right here, unfortunately it's going to go to WordPress Manager. That's not what we want to go to. So we want to go to Softaculous. I can never say the word correctly. So scroll down until you see Softaculous Apps Installer. Basically, these are all the different apps that you can install. There's a lot here, but we're only going to want to do WordPress. Down below, this is called WordPress Manager. We just want to use WordPress, which is right here. So click on WordPress, and it's going to bring up all these different things in here. You're only going to want to focus on this piece right here, okay? And that is WordPress itself. These are all different types of forms and stuff that you can install. Don't worry about those right now. There's a lot of information in there that you could do on your domain, but right now we only want to do WordPress. So before we hit the install button or manage apps, let's scroll down and look at all the existing WordPress sites we've got set up on there. Right now I only have 2. I got my main site, which WordPress is already installed. I can actually edit it here, and then I have another one with a WP, which installed on right there, and I can actually edit that or delete that right here, okay? But at this case, we just want to hit the install now, okay? And we hit the install now. This is going to give you the latest version. If it's SSL is already set up on it, so you don't need to worry about that. Just leave it as SSL. You want to pick your domain. Okay, this is important. So we created the subdomain called test, right? We want to make sure we select that. And personally, I don't like to put it in a subdirectory. I want to make it to the root. So I want to remove that and leave it the way it is. Now just below here is the site settings, and I don't really care what it is there. I'm going to leave it as is. Now what is important is the admin account. You're going to want to change this to Jason, whatever you want to use as your admin. Okay, I'm going to do it this way, and then you're going to want to click the little key on the right hand side here to create your password. You know, create a pretty strong password. It's important. Now copy this information into a text window, okay? And I'm going to copy it there and make sure I grab my user ID and put it into a text window, just like that, okay? And that's my ID to log into WordPress, okay? And now the third thing that's important right here is the email. Now why is that important? Is because if you forget your password to WordPress, you got to be able to send it to a valid email address. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and now I have my email set up, my ID, password, and email set up. Now let's scroll down. You can change the language if you want to. There are other plugins you can load on. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to go into the advanced areas, and I'm not going to load any theme on the site. All you do at this point, if you wanted to send those instructions to you on how to get logged in and your user ID and password, you could put your email there. But I'm just going to hit install. Okay. Now at this point, you're going to see it right here, and it's done. That's how fast it is to load WordPress on your website. And right here is the website. So let me just go to the website. I'm going to copy this, go to another tab, and enter it in. Now, this is what the website looks like. There is nothing on it. There's no theme. There's no nothing there. So it's just a base WordPress website. That's all it is. That's pretty cool. Now I want to go to the admin. I could actually click on this link right here, or I can go to the front and hit WP-admin right there. But it's going to ask me to log in. So if I'm back into Softaculous and I want to click on this link here, it'll automatically log me into my account. Okay, so I don't have to enter my user ID and password. Now, if you get out of this, you would have to actually log back in with your user ID and password. But at this point, you now have WordPress installed on your website as a subdomain. Look up here. This is the subdomain right there. So that's your sub of your domain, so that you can have a brand new WordPress on your website and test with it. Load plugins on, load your theme on. I use the all-in-one migration tool to back up my existing site and put it over here, and everything would be a duplicate of your website. Now, if you do that, you're going to want to go to settings in here. This is important because you don't want Google to read your site and say discourage search engine from indexing your site. So if you copy your existing website over to this, you don't want a duplicate of your website out there. So make sure you put discourage search engines from looking at your site. All right, hopefully that was helpful. If it was, make sure you hit the subscribe button just below. And I look forward to working with you to create multiple streams of income. And that's how you create a subdomain and load WordPress. All right, guys, have a great day. Look forward to working with you. Bye.